Okay, so this video was never planned to be made. Or I guess it was, but I genuinely forgot that it existed. And I don't think I wanna make a movie on this, but if this video gets 15 likes, I'll make it. This is the part 1 of What if Deku was a zombie? If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. Also, join me and Toby's Discord server in the description. Now with that said, sit back and enjoy. Damn, I come up with the randomest ideas at the randomest of times. Okay, so this video is gonna be a weird one, you could say. Like, I feel like Izuku is just gonna be a little bit weird since he's a fucking zombie. So let's begin the story off with like a 10-year-old Izuku just like being bullied by Bakugo, and Bakugo's explosion just somehow like is able to damage Izuku. And what I mean by that is like that Bakugo doesn't want to actually hurt Izuku, he just wants to intimidate him and like make fun of him, so he doesn't actually want to hurt him, but this time he did. And because of that explosion and it being actually like kinda strong, Izuku's like arm basically kind of got a bruise. But Izuku like realizes that he doesn't feel anything. He doesn't feel the pain at all, not even a little bit. And literally Izuku gets like a random flashback of like the past like 3 to 4 years where he just realized that he has not been able to feel pain since like ever. And he literally just realized that he most likely has a quirk and that it's like some kind of pain nullification. At least that's what Izuku thinks it is. And so Izuku goes back home to his mom, and he tells her that he just realized that he's had a quirk for like 4 years or something. And she like is confused because like how does he have a quirk for 4 years but he now realized that he has it. And Izuku explains to her that like 4 years ago when he started not feeling any kind of pain really, that most likely was his quirk, since he got like severely like attacked by or like damaged by Bakugo with his explosion and he felt nothing. And like Inko is like happy for Izuku, and she did like think it was like very weird that he like didn't feel pain even though he like got hurt a lot as a kid. So yeah, like this shit was weird, but this like she kind of had a little bit of an idea like, that it could be a quirk. But she was not certain, and they did not like go to the quirk doctor after the age of 6, because Izuku awakened his quirk at the age of 6. And just to like add a small plot point, Izuku doesn't have the thingy that shows that you have a quirk, so he thought he was quirkless for like 2 years, or like actually 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. Okay. I thought it was like 8 years for some reason. But anyways, like Izuku like tests his quirk out and he realizes that he like the only thing that he can find out about his quirk is just that he doesn't get damaged, so like he does not have anything else really from what he can like find out by himself. And the best action for Izuku right now that he can think of is to just go to the gym to just train his body, since if his quirk is just like nullifying pain, the best thing that he can do is just become stronger so that he can like not control his quirk better, so that he can like use his quirk better would be a better word, I guess. And so we skip it to like an 11-year-old Izuku where he's like doing like training, and he realizes that he's gotten like stronger overnight almost. So like last night he was able to like do X amount of weights, and today he's like able to do like 30 to 40% more than yesterday, which is insane. And like he's fucking confused because he literally thought that his quirk was only pain nullification, because it wasn't like reduction or something. It was literally nullification. He got 0 pain, however hard he like got damaged, which literally means that he could train even harder since he didn't feel the pain of actually training. And so because of that boost, Izuku is at like 1% of like full Cowling Izuku right now, in terms of strength. Speed, he's like 0.1%, I'd say. He's like way slower than 1% Izuku, obviously, full cowling. And over the next 2 years, he is able to realize all of his like quirked powers, basically, or like the max potential of his quirk. So literally just a random day where Izuku is just going to the gym. Izuku is attacked by a villain, like in the broad daylight, okay? He's attacked by a villain with like a blade quirk, and Izuku's like hand gets cut off. Now Izuku doesn't react at all since he has gotten like used to not feeling pain, so he doesn't have that mental thingy that would make you still like think you have the pain. So yeah, like he's just immune to like all pain by now, like not even think about it. He doesn't know what pain is really, since everything got nullified since the age of like 6. And he picks up his hand to just like go home since he doesn't want to fight the dude, and he like just like holds it near his other arm where it got cut off, and it starts regenerating. And like when it starts regenerating, his like skin, or like the part of his skin on the broken arm or the cut off arm, like starts losing color, and like the arm basically regenerates by stitching itself on Izuku's arm, the like still attached arm on Izuku, and like that's how bro regenerates now. And the villain is like scared of Izuku because what the fuck, he just like automatically stitched his arms back together, and like bro tries to run, and Izuku just lets him be because like he doesn't want to be here. He just wants to go to the gym, and so he doesn't even realize that happened because he just wants to go to the gym, obviously. And Izuku, like after like a minute of like walking, he looks back at his arm, his like cut off arm, and he realizes that it fucking regenerated, and he's fucking shocked. What do you mean I just regenerated my arm? I mean, it's not really regeneration. It just stitched my arm back together, which is cool. Wait, what? I can regenerate? What the fuck do you mean I can regenerate? Am I fucking zombie or something? I have nullified pain, enhanced senses, super strength, and now regeneration? How many more quirks am I gonna get? And Izuku's like crashing out, kinda. He like is very confused, very impressed with himself, but kinda a little bit annoyed since he thought he already knew his quirk, but apparently he didn't. And so like he just doesn't even go to the gym. He literally just turns around and starts going towards his house, and he like goes up to his mom, screaming, like yelling that he knows like he always gets more powers somehow, he tells his mom. And she looks at his arm, like it being like more pale than usual and having stitches, and she's like concerned, asking about it. And Izuku tells her that he like someone like a villain like cut it off, and so he picked it up, put it near his arm, and then it just like fixed itself. And she's obviously concerned, like she should be, but like she's fucking confused, like Izuku is really. And now that Izuku like really thinks about it, the term that he used to explain his quirk is pretty fucking good. I mean, increased strength, increased senses, increased like regeneration, and like not increased regeneration, straight up like fucking healing if the body part is still there. If bro loses it, then he loses it. But like regeneration, and then pain nullification, which is fucking insane. And like before this, they just called it body amplification or something, or body enhancement. And now like Izuku has to change the name of his quirk once again, since he found out that there is another part of his quirk that he didn't even know about, and he decides to call it zombie. And yeah, I know it's like a little bit of a shitty name, but like who fucking cares? And so Izuku, for like the next year, he just straight up tries to like find out if he has more parts of like on his quirk, or like more parts of his quirk that he doesn't even know about. But like he comes up with nothing, okay? He literally finds nothing, and so he just decides to straight up like lock into the gym, okay? He gonna go to the gym 24/7 straight up, like except when he's at school, I guess, because he doesn't like really get tired. He doesn't need to eat or drink since he's basically like dead, really. He doesn't get tired, as I said. Like he's way stronger because he's not fucking alive, okay? He's gonna be way stronger because there's not really a limit to his strength now, since he can get damaged obviously, but there is nothing really stopping him from growing in like infinite strength, really, since he's fucking dead somewhat, like I guess. And if you disagree with me, I don't know, just deal with it. I'm just gonna call it now. Izuku's gonna be OP as fuck because I said so. So, like, we skip now to a 14-year-old Izuku in class with the teacher coming in and telling them that he was gonna give them application papers, I guess. But he knows that they all wanna become heroes, and everyone starts cheering, like using their quirks, except like Izuku. Because what the fuck is he gonna do? Like break the fucking table? No, obviously not. And Bakugo, he's not doing that because. Why would he? But then suddenly Bakugo stands up and telling everyone that he's gonna be the best hero. Like they're literally trash compared to him. And like Izuku like stands up, walks up to Bakugo, straight up bitch slaps the guy, and just goes back to his seat and just sits down basically. Bakugo is literally stunned because of that, what like Izuku did, okay? And he wants to fucking kill Izuku now, cause he's not gonna fucking disrespect Bakugo like that. At least that's what Izuku's thinking. Bakugo's thinking, sorry. And so like a little bit later, like after school ends, Izuku is walking under a bridge when suddenly the sludge villain appears from the sewers. And he says, "Give me your body, kid. I didn't know that freak was in town." And Izuku asks him, "What do you mean that freak?" And he doesn't even answer. Like the sludge villain doesn't even answer, and he just jumps on Izuku. Now the sludge villain tries like taking over Izuku, but like because bro is literally built different, he straight up cuts off his arm, okay, from his like own body, shoots it like 3 meters away, and then like the fucking arm starts like walking towards the sludge villain, jumping on him, I guess. Yeah, he jumps on the sludge villain, straight up fucking stabbing his eyes with like his fingers basically, because bro has like way higher strength than like most people really. And so the sludge villain starts like screaming, "What did you do to my eyes? How did you do that?" And Izuku says like, "If someone is a freak, then that's me." And that's when suddenly All Might appears from the sewers, like ready to fucking throw a Texas smash on the fucking sludge villain. But then he sees that Izuku already took care of him, and he's literally on the ground like grabbing his eyes, since bro is fucking blind now. And All Might asks Izuku, did you do this? And Izuku answers, "I mean, he was trying to kill me, so I had to defend myself." And All Might's literally like left completely stunned, since not a lot of people are so strong at like such a young age. And like All Might asks Izuku, "What did you even do to him?" And Izuku tells him, "Oh yeah, I just stabbed his eyes with my fingers." And like All Might's fucking confused. "What do you mean you stabbed his eyes with your fingers?" And Izuku like tells him, "Oh yeah, I just like cut off my hand and just walked on him, and then boom, he got stabbed in the eyes." Now Izuku asks All Might for an autograph, and since the sludge villain is literally fucking like dying in pain really, because his eyes just don't work anymore, like All Might doesn't have to do really anything since the sludge villain can't move. And so like All Might gives Izuku an autograph, and then Izuku leaves, and the sludge villain just follows All Might because bro wants to get his eyes healed, or at least remove the pain, because bro is dying in pain right now. And so let's go over the 10 months of training that Izuku's gonna have before the UA entrance exam. Now basically all Izuku is going to be like doing is physical training, and just like training himself mentally as well, because why not? I mean, if he has like heightened like mental abilities, his like senses are gonna be way stronger proportionally to his like mental strength basically. So yeah, he's going to be training mentally as well as physically. And because Izuku literally can't really get hurt, you can I guess you can say that, but not really. He can get hurt, but he just doesn't fucking care, because he can just regenerate that, and he basically doesn't feel the pain at all. Bro is literally going out at like 12 a.m. or something, like midnight, and literally just going for a jog, okay? He literally fucking jogging in the middle of the night. And obviously Izuku has way more like of energy reserve, I guess, or an energy pool than like every human does basically. He's like a fucking superhuman, because he's, I would say, considered like a dead person by now. He does not abide by the rules of the human body. And so 10 months later of Izuku like training 24/7 and obviously going to school as well, it's the day of the UA entrance exam with him being overconfident in his abilities. He thinks he's gonna get like a perfect score, bro, like straight up, he thinks he is the best. And so he goes to UA, he takes the written portion of the exam, he gets like a 70%. And then after like a little while of waiting, he like is told to go to that exact room where President Mike is going to be explaining how the practical portion of the exam is gonna go, and that they need to like destroy robots. Like there are there are the 1 pointers, the 2 pointers, and 3 pointers that you can defeat to get points. And there is also a 0 pointer that might appear. And if it does appear, you should probably not even try attacking it since you're not gonna get any points. And so Izuku goes to the area where he's going to be doing the test. And suddenly President Mike screams, "There are no countdowns in a riddle battle, go, go, go!" And so everyone runs into the area, they start doing the test, okay, shut up. Yeah, and Izuku decides to do some weird shit, okay? He splits his body into like 3 parts, okay? His hands are separated and his like main body is separated, so he's able to kick and use both of his hands to like as extra like tools or something. And so he goes up to robots, he like removes one of his hands like on top of the robots, literally like stabbing them. And with his other hand, like they both like rip the robots apart because Izuku has like super strength by now, and literally like rips them in half, okay? Now with his other part of his body, like the torso and the legs and the hair, obviously he can like go separate from his both hands since he has the mental ability to control all 3 of his separated parts. And so he does that with his hands, and with his other part of his body he like headbutts like robots because he's like durable as fuck by now, and he also like kicks because he has legs. And so Izuku like gets some like good amount of points. He gets like 70 points, a little bit less than Bakugo, which means he does not get number 1, even though he theoretically could have, okay? And like after like 2 minutes before the exam like ends or finishes, they hear loud noises, like loud like vibrations, and Izuku looks back like everyone does, and he sees a giant robot coming towards their direction. And like he looks in front of him and he sees a girl trapped under some rubble, okay? He wants to help, but if he does, then he's not gonna have enough time to save her and himself, so he decides to just go. He literally leaves her and just starts running the other direction just like everyone did, and he knows that it's a bit selfish and not that heroic, but sometimes you have to sacrifice some people, he thinks. But yeah, like right before Uraraka is about to get squished by the robot, Nezu clicks a button and the 0 pointer is like completely deactivated, staying like exactly how it was right before it was about to like hit Uraraka, obviously, or like step on her. And just because of that, like Izuku not helping out or like saving Uraraka, he gets 70 points exactly, with Bakugo getting 76 points. Which means the first place goes to Bakugo and second place goes to Izuku. Okay, so it's me like right before uploading this right now. I don't think I'm gonna continue this, as I told you in the intro. I don't think I'm gonna continue this series unless it actually gets a lot of support, because I genuinely forgot what I wanted to do with it, and like I can get, or like I can think of some crazy shit that I could do with this, but like I'm not sure. So yeah, like if this video gets like 15 likes, it should be easy. Like if 100 people watch this video, 15 is not that bad, not that much, okay? Yeah, if this video does get 15 likes, or like very close to, like the ratio is like 13 at least, okay? 13 is the fucking minimum I'm gonna go for. If this video gets 13 likes, I will actually continue this and make it into a full movie. And I will try to also upload the Bakugo video tomorrow, so stay tuned. Now with that said, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, Justo M, out.